Okay, we are back with more 2 Guys Play, stabbing werewolves right in the stomach.
Whoa. I'm not fast enough at video games.
It's okay, at least it doesn't just equal an automatic death.
Ugh. I assume that would change the regulation amount of fun.
Right, which you're allowed to have in this game.
Got it.
There you go.
Ugh. Gross. Okay.
Nope.
But anyway, we were talking about Shenmue.
Oh, now he's got the knife. Oh, he doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, God.
Is it silver? It better be silver.
I mean, if not, like, what are we even doing with our lives?
Yeah.
Like,
Square it. Yeah, fuck your mouth. And your spinal column.
You don't need that?
Yeah.
That's just a thing assholes need. I mean, and why does he look different from the other? Because the other werewolves look much more werewolf-y.
These are half-breeds.
Oh.
Nice. Can you push him out the window? Son of a bitch.
I mean, I suspect that's the... Why am I...
What's down there?
I don't know what it wants me to do. Like... Okay.
Alright. We'll get there.
I will. I think it's just because I'm also not used to QTEs being, like, with the stick. Okay. I mean, we're both immortal, so this is a very Highlander thing going on here. Sure. Oh,
there.
Hey! What are you doing? I don't know.
I don't...
I mean, she saved me. Is it...
Oh. We're gonna watch her just get murdered now, too?
This is a very involved failure scene, is all I'm saying.
Very cool to see her do the fight.
Yeah.
I'll talk more about video games, but I'm just kind of taking this in at the moment.
I mean, I'd cosplay her.
My name is Galahad.
Yeah. Just gonna remind me of
my lack of saturation.
It's just, this is, and it's weird because I always considered. Alright.
Okay.
Alright. I always considered Twilight Princess a very dark game. Now that they've turned, like, the bloom up and, like, remastered it and shit. Playing that compared to this, it's like that game's just bright and colorful and the brightest game ever made. It's like Viva Pinata compared to this.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Oh, gotta make sure. More blood splatters.
Alright. We have to save Izzy, I assume, unless she's super dead.
I don't know. Can the fluid repair broken spines?
I guess we'll find out.
Paralysis?
Stay with me.
I mean, if she's dead, at least it wasn't in the first 10 minutes of the game.
That's true. Like, I felt super bad because I was playing a game on PS4. It was Arcania. And, like, my first thought while they introduced, like, oh, it's your girlfriend. It's like, okay. It's like, oh, I'm going to propose to her. It's like, okay. Oh, she's pregnant. You're dead. You do not survive a video game if you're a pregnant woman. And within 90 minutes, like, literally at the end of the starting mission, like, she died. And I'm just like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been able to predict that.
Yeah.
With such perfect accuracy.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to be fridged. I just bump her head on the counter on her way out.
Damn it.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I mean, you're already dealing with some shit.
Yeah. My bad.
She's just like, oh, Gray, my neck, my back, my pussy and my back.
Sorry, when I got my spine broken, I time traveled to the year 2015 and I learned all of these things. It's horrible there. I mean, other than the clean water and the plumbing and the lack of Black Plague. Which I gotta say was pretty sweet.
Oh, the 1800s are terrible. I'll never go back.
I hope she's just taking a nap.
Yeah, it's like the, I totally get the complaint about, like, movies like Kate and Leopold. It's like, she's turning down the right to vote and tampons to go be with the dude she likes.
Right.
What are these rebels up to?
Ah, the psychiatric ward. The best place to heal a broken spine.
Especially, like, it's not a super great time to be a woman. No. That's all I'm saying. Women can't vote yet.
I mean, I'd help you, but I think you're on your period, so I can't really touch you. So I'll leave you for a week. I'll come back and see how you're doing. Bye.
I mean, we're immortal, which means our societal things may not have changed.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you're going to die.
Anyway, so Shenmue, you asked before
Right.
If it's magic or just teen simulator, where you're just running around. Because the game starts, you're just a teenager who learns martial arts from your father or whatever. And then this asshole shows up and demands your father hand over this ancient mirror. And he says, fuck you. And then the other guy just fucking murders him in a fight. So now you're off to search for this mirror thing as well as find the man that killed your father. So yeah, you have a job and stuff, but it's all while you're investigating things around town to see what people know about him, where he is, and where you can go find him and fight him and stuff. Your character isn't magical, he's just knows martial arts. He does have, like, sleep visions of some girl that's not entirely explained at all in the first game who she is. I believe it is in the second, which I've never played. So I'm really hoping Sega can get their ass together and do 1 and 2 HD, so I can play those.
Just re-release them on PC.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so I can have those ready to go before I play 3.
Like, asterisk, without piracy. Is
Yeah.
there, like, a way to play them on modern consoles?
If by modern you mean the Dreamcast and the original Xbox, then yes.
I do not.
Then no. I mean, unless they make it backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but they're too busy with 360 games, so...
Like, my knowledge of the Dreamcast is that, like, it had some games on it, but a lot of them came out on other consoles later. It was around for, like, 2 years, and it did not do super great.
Right.
And then, for a lot of people, it is the be-all, end-all console. Like,
It's pretty great.
It is the greatest old-school console ever made.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool because I was playing online games in, like, 2001 on a console, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I understand that by that point the PS2 probably had stuff, and, like, Final Fantasy 11 was out or whatever, but
no one was using it for that.
yeah, exactly. And plus you had to buy the modem and all that other crap on the PS2. Like, this one just came with it, and a phone cable, so, like, you could plug it in. Like, good, great. Oh yeah, this bullshit. There you go.
Is it...
Now. Well,
I don't know when it...
there.
There? Okay. Got it. For a fucking hacking minigame.
Boom.
An unlocking minigame in a game set in 1886. But my, like, isn't that like Phantasy Star Online or something?
Yeah, that was also on the Dreamcast, and you could play that too.
Okay.
Like Quake 3 was also online. Trying to think if there were any fighters. I don't think Power Stone or like Dead or Alive 2 was. Marvel vs. Capcom was on there. Capcom vs. SNK. Street Fighter Alpha 3. I don't think any of those were online, but you know. It was very cool just because you could do a lot of stuff that had a web browser. Granted, not like an app. You had to put the disc in. That also had like mouse and keyboard peripherals.
That's insane.
Yeah, which I had that, which was really great. Like I would have the keyboard plugged in while I was playing Quake, so I could type to people while I was playing.
Oh.
But yeah, it was just a really neat thing. Had a lot of cool games to it. It's just that the PS2 hype kind of just murdered it.
As I understand, like, the PS2 is still, like, the most successful console ever.
Oh, it's sold so much and has just a giant library.
Like, to the point that we're still, like, re-releasing PS2 games that just never got...
We got Legend of K, like, a couple of months ago.
Like, what the hell? Which I bought, because I was like, oh, I've never played this. They're like, it's a PS2 game. I was like, yeah, so...
Yeah. We had all those really great Kingdom Hearts collections. Mm-hmm. We had Okami put in HD, which is a super great game. I was like, oh, we could play that on the show. And then I looked up how long it is. I'm like, never mind. It is like 50 hours to beat that game.
Yeah, like the only reason we're going to play any Zelda games is the ones that I can fucking speed run. Because they are too long.
Yeah. Just too much.
Percival, we may have a situation on
But
our
yeah,
hands.
and the sucky part was Shenmue 2 came out in on Dreamcast in Japan and the UK, but never here.
Really?
And it was just on Xbox for everywhere, including here. So, and that sucked because they had the whole thing set up where the martial arts stuff you learn in the first game could be carried over to the second one.
Oh, cool.
But you can't do that if you have to jump to a different
Sometimes
system.
recuperate.
So it's like the only way to keep it going
Will there ever
is to
be
get
a
the
time
second
you
one
will heed my
on
advice, Izzy?
Dreamcast in the UK.
Like, because Mass Effect had that same problem. Or, like, if you at any point swapped consoles, and, like, Mass Effect 1 never came out on the PS3
Yeah, it did.
for, like, years and years until they did, like, the collection.
You sure? I
Yeah.
thought it came out on everything.
Nope, it was a 360 and PC thing. And then Mass Effect 2 came out on PS3 because you played a little mini comic to
Right.
set up your choices for Mass Effect 1. Then when they did the collection, it had 1 through 3 in it. And that was 1 on the... Because that's the only way I played the first one.
Oh, okay.
Because I was going to play... I had like 2 and 3. Like they were in my queue to play.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, they're doing a collection, and this is the only way you can get the first one on PS3. And I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I understand porting is hard, but
Yeah.
like, if you can port it to PC, you can port it to anything.
Well, we can talk more about all of these fun games next time on 2K Guys Play. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right.
Find out whatever Tesla's giving us.
Yeah.